How will JC get there?
JC Denton is already there, in a manner of speaking. He will be preparing the systems necessary for the Great Advance while we are in Cairo.
Advance?
JC does not use the word advance. This notion is present in my original programming, as constructed by Tracer Tong in the 2040s.
What good are socio-political notions to a pilot drone?
You will have to ask Mr. Tong. Shall we go?
I'm ready.
Get some rest. Cairo is not as friendly as it was when you left it. The Templars have overrun all of New Cairo, including the mosque. They have moved Paul Denton's cryo-storage tank to Flight Bay 24 on level 110 of the arcology.
What do you know about the Templar defenses?
They had deep roots in the local population and were able to call up a large number of paladins. In addition, they have deployed a military bot in the mosque and 2 in the arcology.
What happened to the city's security forces?
They were eliminated. SSC Chief Farrah Maxwell stormed the arcology with forces flown in from Germany, but they were surrounded and are now pinned down somewhere inside the structure.
So I'm on my own.
I will wait here for now. After you find Paul, I will meet you in Flight Bay 23 at the top of the arcology. Good luck.
This is what the Illuminati wants you to do. Destroy Paul Denton and help return biomod technology to international regulation. Please discuss the operation with the elite commander waiting for you in the streets. Paul's frozen body is located in Flight Bay 24 on level 110 of the arcology.
Are targets here. We will work separately until the final phase of the operation.
What do you expect me to do?
You will infiltrate the New Cairo arcology. I will do the same and join you prior to the assault.
If anyone's a glaring target for Templar Paladins, it's a biomodified commander like yourself.
Then we agree to maintain the minimal threat profile until the crucial moment.
What if I'd rather work alone?
Our orders are to work together. We will destroy Paul Denton and return biomod technology to international regulation.
Understood. I'll be ready.
Good. The Age of Light is upon us. The Age of Light is at hand. How lucky you are to have Mr. Dunier's favor. Do not betray us, Denton. Gain access to the arcology. I will do the same. Gain access to the arcology. I will do the same.
I figured you'd knock around Europe for a while. You do know that the Medina could get overrun by Templars at any moment.
Thought there might be some trade in refugees. You know, quick hops away from trouble. But there hasn't been enough action yet for people to start liking my rates. What about you?
I can take care of myself, but I might have use for a pilot later. A long trip. One way to New York City.
Guess that would pay better than these Medina scabs. I offer to save their lives and the best they can do is 12 credits. How about you make a reasonable offer and we get out of this hole?
I'll get back to you.
My friend, thanks to you and the NG Resonance endorsement, I am in line for a regional directorship. Your effort was not wasted.
I'm glad to hear it. Aren't you worried that the Templars might occupy the Medina?
What does it matter, as long as I have customers?
I guess you're not very political.
I have too many good things happening for me at Queequex to chain myself to some political movement. My only enemy is Pequods, and our battlefield is the customer.
You should know something. Pequods and Queequegs are separate brands of the same coffee shop chain.
You never know, I guess.
I'm serious. I saw the proof in some legal documents I came across in Germany.
You are certain of this? That would explain why the board's praise about the NG endorsement was so guarded.
You don't seem too overwhelmed.
My mind is already working. I think I see an opportunity, in fact. The Pequod's manager had a black market operation. I could cover it up and tell management I was merely protecting the reputation of the coffee industry.
You'd be calling attention to yourself. That what you want?
Yes, indeed. I want to stay on their radar. An ex-Pequod's employee told me the code to their safe. 34, 45, 1, 23. You look like the mercenary type. Maybe you'd like to slip into the arcology and empty it for me. Your payment would be the contents of the safe. Imagine how much money the executives of the parent company must make. If I play my cards right, that is where my career ladder will take me. It always helps to know who you are working for. You have to play the game to get ahead in a big corporation. I didn't make the rules. That's just how it is. I should get back to work.
It must be a sign of the end times.
It seems that the Illuminati is making one last grab for power. You must revive Paul, Alex. Apostle Corps needs a strong leader who can restore it to global prominence. The Illuminati only want to steal our research to increase their wealth and power.
Penny, calm down. Let's go take a walk in the greenhouse.
You know I can't.
Your grandfather wants to shut you up until you're old and scared of life like him.
Look how dark it is, Annie. The breathers only work up to 12 million ppl.
We will run to the greenhouse. Hurry, before your grandfather hears you.
I would. But what would happen to him if I got the plague? No, I can't.
So we wait. While some greedy bold scientist ignores the plague to make pills for dieting, we wait. Like stones in the desert. We are dead, waiting for nothing.
Stop doing this to me, Annie.
Pretty sick today, isn't it?
Hey, I live here.
I can't believe it. She shuts herself up like a nun because of the plague. The Medina needs a dating service. The whole nanite swell 11 region. Meet other outgoing, particulate-infected singers. I want to take off this mask and run down the street screaming at my neighbors to do the same. I want to fight, but what is there to fight? Dust. Nothing but dust. No more talking.
JC Denton has a hold on your imagination, perhaps. Talk to your friend Leo in front of the mosque. See how much he likes enforced modification. Do you really think Apostle Corps is any different than the sect of the Omar?
Leo? Is that you? The frog suit threw me for a second.
Alex, familiar face. Just what I need.
I guess I don't have to ask whether you're still working for the Omar.
I've completed phase 1 of the Omar induction. He said I would have 2 months to decide whether to accept the cortical interface, which will make me a true Omar, but they are afraid the Templars will attack the Medina. They want me to undergo Phase 2 immediately.
Sounds like you're having second thoughts.
There's no turning back after Phase 2. I'd be almost invincible with cyborg hardware plus the Tarsus biomods, but this stuff's not like a nanite infusion. I'm still sore from the transskeletal supports I already have.
Just tell them you need time to think about it.
They say I have chosen. They say they will find me when I'm asleep and complete the operation. Then I will think like an Omar. It will be too late for choices.
Maybe you should leave town.
No money. I'd have to go on foot. With thermal vision, they'd pick me out on the desert plain like a pilot beacon.
It was good bumping into you, Leo.
So, what have you been up to, Alex? Globe hopping for one of the post-collapse quasi-governments?
You wouldn't believe me.
Let's hear it.
I found out quite a bit about the Tarsus experiments.
So?
The experiments were started by J.C. Denton and his brother Paul. They wanted to develop a biomod architecture that they could distribute to everyone on the planet.
They'll probably make a bundle, too. So that's why they dropped out of sight?
It's some sort of utopian vision they have. A society based on absolute equality. Meanwhile, everyone wants a piece of the technology, including the Order and WTO, which are both puppets of a contemporary incarnation of the Illuminati, believe it or not. And of course the Templars want to destroy it.
A utopia of human-machine super beings? Sounds familiar.
Do the Amar think they're starting a utopia?
They don't think much at all, as far as I can tell.
It was good bumping into you, Leo.
Where's your mask? Want to get sick?
Universal biomodification doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, does it? Hardly a political ideal. Don't be fooled by J.C. Denton's rhetoric. He is the mouthpiece for an AI construct, just like an Omar. Just like your old classmate Leo.
The Templars have taken the mosque. People seeking sanctuary there are now trapped. The paladins are indifferent to them, but the security bot will shoot any non-Templars. If you eliminated the bot, the people could...
How can you live like this?
What's that?
The Templars have taken the mosque. People seeking sanctuary there are now trapped. The paladins are indifferent to them, but the security bot will shoot any non-Templars. If you eliminated the bot, the people could probably escape.
Whomever I heard seems to have slipped away.
Hello? Still got some fight.
That's enough.
Greetings.
Let us know when it's safe.
Thank God, someone from the outside. I'd make a run for the Medina if the floor of the mosque could be secured, but no one will fight. Seekers, SSC, they've all vanished. I have no money, but I'm a doctor. I'd be willing to tend to any battle wounds. This city is lost. Toxic air and fanatics enforcing martial law.
Hey, I remember you. We met in events at Tarsus, and you're the one who took care of Archer. I owe you my life.
Looks like the Templars are still causing trouble.
Even though Archer was stopped, they have managed to take over most of Cairo, and now we're trapped here.
What about the SSC?
They have driven the SSC's troops back and have set up their own bases and patrols. In the mosque alone, they have regular troops, some guys in weird armor, and even a bot.
That's a serious detachment.
Maybe you could even our odds. If the bot out there was destroyed, we might be able to make a run for Old Cairo. It seems like the Templars do not care too much about us, but the bot is programmed to kill anyone who is not a member of their ranks.
I'll see what I can do.
We have to get out of here. I do not know what the Templars are planning, but I know it cannot be good.
Enough of that. You're there, aren't you?
Violated the zone's security provisions. Severe damage. Live explosive detected.
Hello?
I'll find the person. Here's a gift. Hope you like it.
My guess is that it was a botched infusion. Justice, if you ask me. Mother Nature's way of saying don't play with that.
Looks like it was more than a standard infusion. This is Paul Denton we're talking about. It appears they designed it as a new breed of nanite, one suitable for the entire human race.
Given that it's been 2 years since they tried to infuse him, I'm guessing the procedure did not go according to plan.
The nanites actually began disintegrating him from the inside. They put him in cryostate so they could find a cure.
When will they learn? The human organism should not be tampered with.
That's why we're here, to learn what we can from this experiment before the conspirators try to infect the rest of humanity. I don't know who or what you are, but you aren't permitted here. We were having a discussion. Leave us be.
You're modified. I can smell it on you. Get out of here, you freak. You can't stop the Templars. There are too many of us.
You must have something else to do right now.
We've gathered the data we need. Soon we will be able to halt modification entirely. We've gathered the data we need. Soon we...
Purity will prevail.
Don't disappoint us like your classmate, Miss Sparks. This was her mission, but she will follow through.
I'm ready for you.
Chief Morgan will have custody and will handle the transport out of the arcology. Pay attention, Alex, and through sweet-talking you trainees. Do as we
You will
say or your
contaminate
fate must
humanity
find
no
you.
more, you fiend. I'm ready for you.
Threat identified.
I was still good. I think I just...
Is someone there?
I will not... Still got some fight in me.
Don't disappoint us like your classmate, Miss Sparks. This was her mission, but she wouldn't follow through. Chief Morgan will have custody and will handle the transport out of the arcology. Pay attention, Alex. Through sweet-talking you trainees. Do as we say or your traitorous friend dies.
to my concert near the Pequod's coffee shop.
Concert?
Yes, I'm playing right now.
That's impossible. The arcology's been seized by Templar paladins.
No one informed me of a cancellation. I arrived at Flight Bay 23 just 14 hours ago.
Then you're probably trapped up on level 110, or dead.
No one informed me of such an occurrence. You should assume that the concert started on schedule. Hurry! Tickets are 200 credits at the door.
I've been waiting.
That's impossible.
No one informed me.
Then you're probably...
No one informed me of such...
Checking this. Do this.
You arrive. Good. I am here to assist.
How'd you get past the Templar defenses?
My priorities are survival and infiltration, at any cost. Enough talk. I am here to assist. Your advice?
Wait here.
We will be more effective as a team. Your advice?
Wait here.
You will...
Young enemy, thy name is Pliable. How quickly you kindle a faith in a brother you never knew.
Maybe I plan to kill him, like the Illuminati want me to.
Then your ear bends to the worldly wiseman, to continue the archaic analogy. The smallest breeze carries you off nature's straight and narrow path, which is ever eroded by the human lust for transcendence.
I'll keep that in mind.
Chairman Dumier lusts for worldly power. J.C. Denton, what's left of him, lusts for worldly bliss. And to both of them you are nothing but a finely wrought tool.
I suppose you're entitled to your opinion.
Why so hostile? I'm not evil. I merely oppose the powers that have shaped and confined you up until now. Just allow my scientist, Dr. Todd, to scan your cell nuclei and leave Paul alone.
You're asking me to join the Templars?
You already joined. At the kiosk on level 107, remember?
That was a practical joke.
You were sincere.
Sorry.
You felt a spark of curiosity and gave in to impulse.
I talked to a dweeb in pajamas and laughed my ass off as I walked away.
You are an arrogant fool. Dr. Todd is waiting for you in the flight bay. Give him what he needs, or my paladins, who have been instructed to hold their fire, will instead execute you. I will have additional instructions for you when you reach Liberty Island.
I am preparing to meet you in Flight Bay 23, but the pilot beacon seems to be offline. You will need to activate it before I can land.
At last. Do not betray us, Denton.
I just need one little drop of blood from the tip of your finger.
What's the sample for?
A good cause. Let me see your finger.
Go to hell.
Then we will take your blood by force.
Prepare to meet your end at
The elite commando has been killed, but we still have you. Remember what I said about Paul? The EMJC want to impose biomodification worldwide. The nanite plague was one in Cairo. Help us keep the technology under control.
I have some unfinished business to take care of.
No problem. I'll keep a safe distance for now. When you want to leave, contact me with this beacon.
I can't talk right now.
Repairing damage. Repairs complete.
Dr. Nassif, how are you doing in the middle of all this?
I'm doing okay, for now. The Templars are right at our door, but at least they're giving us a breather. I just hope the rescue flight gets here before the next volley starts.
It's almost too much to comprehend right now, especially considering how fast the Templars seized control of this city.
They've got to be stopped. Their main objective was to capture Paul Denton from Apostle Corps' lab here in the Arcology, which they succeeded in doing. We have intel that he's being held in Flight Bay 24.
What do you think they're planning?
They will eventually murder him. You can't let all our hard work be destroyed by these lunatics. On some instinctual level, you feel a basic kinship. You know there's bond. Please, Alex, save Paul.
Oh, is that a biomod canister? Thanks.
You've got to rescue Paul and fulfill your destiny.
Initiating repairs.
You've got to rescue Paul and fulfill your destiny.
Maybe I need to get a better something maybe going on there.
Oh, I know you're there.
Come on out and die.
Threat probability high. You must have no idea who you're messing with. Scanning victim. Target acquired. I will be victorious! I've still got some...
Beware. Automated security in place. Turn back. Unauthorized personnel presumed to be hostile. The violator is advised to leave immediately.
Guys, with one Denton out of the picture, our work will be much easier. My commandos have already secured a beachhead on the south shore of Liberty Island. We're ready to back you up. Contact your pilots with the Flight Bay 23 beacon. So glad to have you with us, Alex.
about your brother JC in Antarctica. Tracer Tong is coordinating with him from Germany.
You look like one of the test subjects.
Alex Denton. JC said I was one of the MJ-12 experiments.
Of course, Alex. Sorry, they say the brain freeze snaps off a few dendrites. So it's time. Your biomod architecture, it's universal? That's what reversed my coma?
Yes. JC wants you to meet him at Liberty Island. It won't be easy leaving New Cairo, though. The Templars have seized the arcology.
Don't worry about me. I didn't just come back from the dead to get killed hours before the big event. Join us at the statue. As MJ-12 used us, we've used you. But the commodification of ability is about to end.
Well done, Alex. Paul will join me on Liberty Island. I've constructed a machine that will populate the atmosphere with the particles that make up our biomod architecture. I may need your help against a force of Templars that has intervened. More when you arrive. Contact your pilot with the Flypay 23 beacon. Don't worry about Paul. I will arrange for his extraction.
Now that I've activated what's left of Apostle Core, what sort of future are you trying to bring about? I've heard JC's version.
It probably sounds like a lot of high-minded bullshit to an outsider. My thoughts exactly when JC started speaking in tongues after the merger. But the logic is compelling if you give it time.
How so?
If you want to even out the social order, you have to change the nature of power itself, right? And what creates power? Wealth, physical strength, legislation? Maybe. But none of those is the root principle of power.
I'm listening.
Ability. Ability is the ideal that drives the modern state. It's a synonym for one's worth, one's social reach, one's election in the biblical sense. And it's the ideal that needs to be changed if people are to begin living as equals.
And you think you can equalize human ability with biomods?
The commodification of ability, tuition of course, but increasingly genetic treatments, cybernetic protocols, now biomods, has had the side effect of creating a self-perpetuating aristocracy in all advanced societies. When ability becomes a public resource, what will distinguish people will be what they do with it. Intention, dedication, integrity, the qualities we would choose as the bedrock of the social order.
Well done, Alex. Paul will join me on Liberty Island. I've constructed a machine that will populate the atmosphere with the particles that make up our biomod architecture. I may need your help against a force of Templars that has intervened. More when you arrive. Contact your pilot with the Flypay 23 beacon. Don't worry about Paul. I will arrange for his extraction.
Fine, go your own way. But don't think I'm going to ignore a threat to the world I brought back from ashes 20 years ago. The collapse was the work of your good brother, J.C. Denton, remember? My commandos will be waiting for you on Liberty Island, and so will I.
Profit motive serves society well, but our technology has advanced far enough. It's time to make intelligent use of what we've already created. The last century was ruled by progress and novelty for their own sake. This one has a chance to be ruled by purpose. Right now, the name J.C. Denton is a synonym for the collapse. In the end, though, the period of history he has set in motion will be seen as the Second Enlightenment. There was a time when the details of governmental structure inspired lofty debates. The empowerment of the judicial branch in the United States, an independent legislature, an elected executive, all the innovations that were eventually taken for granted by our ancestors. You memorized the phrase separation of powers in school, but in the beginning, no one was exactly sure how to pull it off. Political thinkers of the Enlightenment were building a clockwork. We need to assemble a genome. Meet us in New York. Help us replace the social mechanism with a social organism, one that is self-aware and can consciously evolve. Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. Go. History is waiting to be made.
By the way, Miss Clara Sparks is now
Possible
dead.
violation, and you will regret this. Engaging in combat. Opponent hiding. You have got my attention now. The target has biomods. 9 left. Coward. I'm going to remember this. You're an intriguing challenge. I'm going to remember this. Relation in progress. Must eliminate source of disturbance. The intruder seems to have fled. Sound registered. Repairing damage. Finished. I did. You just got my attention now. You will regret this.
JC Denton is ready for your help. Without you, the procedure cannot work.
What procedure?
He needs to upgrade the Helios core by merging it with your systems. With access to a living host, Helios will be able to regulate the planet-wide distribution of the biomod architecture.
So I'm going to be merged with Helios just like JC is?
Every person on Earth will be merged to one degree or another.
Let's go.
You have proven to be a great ally, Alex. JC looks forward to opening a new era in human history with you by his side. I cannot watch over you anymore because I am needed elsewhere. Here is a map of the island. Good luck, Alex.
Alex, Paul has already joined me inside the statue. Before my machine will work, however, we need the Aquinas protocol specification from a computer on the lower level of UNATCO. Yes, the machine taps into MJ12's old network, but this time the network will be a tool for everyone. unapproachable. Explosive detected.
Alex, I'm on the North Dock. Come see me.
In Antarctica, you helped our kind. JC tells us you are his ally as well. We welcome you. With someone like you, we are Ludna. An end to the battle and silencing is within reach.
Hard to believe that our hard work is nearly done.
Are you sure we can trust JC, even after the merger in Antarctica? Have you looked around? All he's done. I have to wonder about his sanity.
This is what we've been working toward ever since I uncovered the truth about UNATCO and MJ-12, even if I didn't realize it at the time. I trust his vision.
He intends to give every human being a nanite infusion. That doesn't seem drastic to you?
His vision isn't easy to comprehend because he's operating on a higher level now. We just have to trust his wisdom, and soon we'll all share in it. Just imagine how communication will change when every mind is linked together with light-speed transmissions. The JC Helios AI will be the new government, responsive to every need, large and small. No more waiting for the petty arguments and posturing of corrupt human beings. No more caprice in determining the course of human affairs. The new era will be one of true equality. Everything leading up to this, all the work and sacrifice, has been well worth it. There will be an end to hierarchy as soon as you and JC share your abilities with the world. Each person's true potential will be able to shine through now, no longer burdened by physical limitations. Every voice will be heard. It won't matter who or where you are. The stratification of influence will fade away. And they don't even know it's coming, that something historic is about to happen to each and every one of them. And they don't even know it's coming, that something historic is about to happen to each and every one of them. Each person's true potential will be able to shine through now, no longer burdened by physical limitations. The JC Helios AI will be the new government, responsive to every need, large and small. Just imagine how communication will change when every mind is linked together with light-speed transmissions. The new era will be one of true equality. There will be an end to hierarchy as soon as you and JC share your abilities with the world.
My brother arrived safely. Thank you again.
Your enemies have occupied the island.
I have no enemies, merely topographies of ignorance. The people drift aimlessly, collecting into clans, wherever they find a glimmer of knowledge.
You don't sound worried.
You're wasting time. I want you to locate the Aquinas specification inside UNATCO. When Helios has recovered its hub privileges, you'll step into the infusion chamber and the nanites in your body will be replicated in the air and ultimately in the bloodstreams of every last human being. With this act, the geography of human thinking will be leveled. Every mind will be part of a continuum. Trust me, misunderstanding, ignorance, the charade of warring ideologies, war in any form, all are already historical footnotes. Before the collapse, Helios was the entity that managed the Aquinas network. The AI was created by MJ-12 to track every electronic transmission on the planet. Under my guidance, Helios has restructured itself to synthesize and redistribute information freely. It will become the collective consciousness of the human race. The only honest form of government is one that responds to the opinions of the people every second of the day. Time is short. You need to locate the Aquinas specification files under the UNATCO ruins and transmit them to Helios. Representative democracy was sluggish and prone to corruption, the result of the technological limitations of previous centuries. Politicians existed only because determining the will of the people was a tedious and time-consuming process. One vote every couple of years was the most input any government asked of its people. The only honest form of government is one that responds to the opinions of the people every second of the day. Enough talk. We both have work to do. Enough talk. We both have work to do.
You have a purpose. We will try to help you as you helped us. Your motives are clear. Our colony is strengthened in number from your rescue. Bring new strength to the world as you shared with our colony. JC will make tomorrow look like yesterday now. We thank you once more for rescuing from the hateful ones. We prepare for the new world, and will stop those who threaten us.
Possible sighting. I shall take a closer look.
Just imagine.
With this act, the geography of human thinking will be leveled. Every mind will burn with it.
So there's another Denton to worry about.
That's the word from command. Alex is their little brother, I guess. Just as dangerous, though, if not more so.
I'll keep an eye out.
You better be ready. After everything he's done to undermine the Grand Master's plans, he definitely wants this guy taken down. What's that?
That's enough. Purity won't prevent me.
I'm doomed!
This will be...
I have you on the run!
Watching my spy satellite, Alex. I am in Omar now. It is good. I saw one of the leaders go down. They are weak and made of flesh. Forget their schemes. Wipe them all out and destroy the machine J.C. Denton built inside the statue.
Anyone there?
That's a... Your time on this.
Taking flight. Injury. Self-destruct impossible.
We regret this. With someone like you raiding JC, we are hopeful. An end to the battle and silencing is within reach.
Engaging in combat. Target engaging in combat. Self-destruct and try to engaging in combat. Power. Target obscured. Opponent hiding. Must eliminate targets. Injuries. Corpse. body. This is... You have got my attention now. This.
I don't need you, Alex. I can restore Aquinas myself. I just sent my commandos into UNATCO to make sure you don't transmit the protocol data to the wrong place.
Initiating repairs. Repairs complete.
You've got my attention now. You will regret this.
Sure you don't want to reconsider? You could become a very powerful man, Alex. With biomodification technology properly regulated, you would be the forerunner of a new elite.
Is that a salary position or purely ceremonial?
You're a touch more irreverent than your brother, JC. I like that. Yes, you would be compensated.
How do I know you won't change your tune once you have the technology?
We need a new generation of leaders, and a plan for the generation after that. Succession within the Illuminati is usually confined to about a dozen families, most of whom were wiped out first by MJ-12 and then by the collapse. As for Nicolette and myself, we have been unable to have children.
I see. Sorry to hear that.
Work with us, Alex. If you show me I can trust you, I am prepared to privilege you like the son I never had.
A generous offer. I'll give it some thought.
Find the Aquinas specification, upload it to our scientists, then neutralize the Dentons and destroy their machine. The world doesn't need any new gods.
You talk like you knew JC personally. Did you know him before the merger?
I met him in Paris once, a long time ago. He helped me against MJ-12.
JC Denton worked with the Illuminati?
Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. MJ-12 was a splinter of the Illuminati, so anything that hurt them benefited the remaining families. But I wasn't an Illuminatus at the time.
Side were you on?
Liberty, in the abstract, or so I thought. I was a reckless child back then, running a gang of revolutionaries. We thought we loved freedom, but mostly we loved the sound of our own voices.
Why did you turn against JC?
We were momentary allies against a common enemy, not much more than that. Then he became this thing that freezes oceans and wants to drag every man, woman and child into God only knows what kind of wasted world. I don't think of him as JC, as a person who can be betrayed. He is a force of nature, an element to be overcome. We remain enemies, true. That doesn't mean we can't be civil to each other. I'm a diplomat. I speak kindly to all, but I choose my friends based on their actions alone. Give us your allegiance. Today we have a chance to bring this planet out of its coma. It would take 30 years to rebuild what Aquinas can give us in a few days. Nicolette was right. To reshape history, all you need are a few carefully chosen ideas. We've decided to adopt, Nicolette and I. We're going to adopt the population of the entire planet. We shouldn't waste our time chatting.
Any last-minute advice?
I was hoping you would hear us out. Yes, I worry that you still perceive the Illuminati as a conspiracy.
The organization does have some image problems, I suppose.
As you know, the Illuminati has imperceptibly guided civilization for centuries. How? Leadership. We elevate the capable into positions of authority where they can do the most good for everyone. JC and Saman both want to level the social order, either by giving biomods to everyone or no one. It's the same either way. The end of true leadership and a descent into chaos.
What do you propose instead?
Without extraordinary individuals, civilization will founder. Total homogeneity. Now that's unnatural. That's what we have to resist at all cost.
So the Illuminati wants to maintain disparity?
Not disparity, but difference, and the well-managed specialization it makes possible. Some people just aren't leaders and shouldn't be granted great powers. The Illuminati want to ensure that humankind will always have a select few, like you, Alex, to inspire the rest. We'll always lead the people, though they'll never know our names. Our sacred goal, the elevation of humankind, can only be accomplished in secrecy. We will provide civilization with only the best leadership. Perhaps someday they'll be ready, and we'll finally be able to reveal our efforts. For now, we must work quietly and thanklessly. Our sacred goal, the elevation of humankind, can only be accomplished in secrecy. We will provide civilization with only the best leadership.
The next stage draws near.
Perhaps you should take a nap. I am not impressed.
What?
I detect a signal.
I am in Alarm.
It is your charging.
I saw one of the leaders go down. They are weak and made of flesh. Forget their schemes. Wipe them all out and destroy the machine J.C. Denton built inside the statue.
Operation in progress.
Just imagine how we moved into this act. The geography of human thinking will be leveled. Every mind will be part of a continuum.
Initiating repairs. Finished.
Pay the price.
This act, the geography of human thinking will be leveled. Every mind.
What up, Fee? Dumbest nickname I ever heard. Weird sound. Here I come, Fee. I know you're here, huh?
What can you tell me about this place?
What's to tell? It's where I live. 15 years now. I was the first one to show up. Guess it was abandoned during the collapse. I don't know what's going on out there, but this is my home, and I'm equipped for a fight if it comes to that.
Yeah? What kind of equipment do you have?
Just some things I scavenged from a couple of thugs a while back. You at the raiding party or something? I guess you've been pretty good about avoiding my people so far. I'm selling some of the stuff if you're interested. Want to do business?
Maybe another time.
Okay. You're making me mad! Forget it. Scav's gone.
You will contaminate humanity no more, you...
Forget it. Scav's gone. Let you down, man.
That's a street.
Sorry, I'm Ghost. Gotta look at them all. Know what I'm say.
Kneel before... Can't expect from non-Templars, I guess.
This is it. Do not any further. Must have thought twice when he saw us. Sorry I let you down, man.
I know you're there.
Smooth. Well, howdy do, sir.
Gotta be
Is that all you got? Scav managed to fade, but I'm leaving.
Either Grail.
Scav got away from me. This time.
A small price for the sake of purity. Another casualty.
modifications in order to structure Helios properly. To be the center of a civilization, an electronic mind must mirror the intelligences of the citizens. We will be the models.
What's that? You have got my attention now. Sound registered.
That's definitely enough. That is enough. I'm leaving. God.
Self-destruct and charging.
Shut up.
I think I'm not playing. Where are you? Tether. Contaminate humanity no more, you. A small price for the sake of purity. not letting you off so easy. Target's on the move.
Step into the chamber.
Helios will speak. Year of our union, 125. Our consensus remains clear. Yes, we will prolong this second century of peace. Economic automation is complete. Our research will now encompass other frontiers. Yes, this is the consensus we have created. Our unity will soon be absolute. The remaining boundaries are vanishing. Yes, share your mind with everyone. Open yourself. Your needs are the needs of all. Let us understand and be transformed. Yes. Transform each other and transform yourselves. The only frontier that has ever existed is the self. Helios has spoken.